This is an LNER A3 462 engine with corridor tender. This is an LNER A1 engine, and this is a normal A1 tender. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make an A1 and an A3, two for the price of one. A1s and A3s were built by the LNER between 1922 and 1949. 52 A1s were initially constructed, 51 of which were rebuilt as A3s. A further 27 A3s were also made. Sadly, only one remains, 4472, also known as the Flying Scotsman. If we're going to make this engine, we better get started. To make the A3 in the corridor tender, you'll need the following. There's a full list on the screen. Don't forget waste block of your choice. I prefer dirt, and also there's optional banners. Let's get started. To start, place a waste block on your rail, and then with red concrete place 1, 2, 3. Get rid of the waste block. Now we're going to make buffers, so at each end of the red concrete bar we're going to place pistons on their sides, and underneath levers. Flip the levers open. There's your buffers. I get these from Crafty Fox. There's a link in the description to his channel. Next we're going to put lanterns on top of each of the pistons, a red nether brick wall in the middle, an iron bar on top, and a chain underneath. Next, come round behind and we're going to place 3 polished blackstone brick stairs upside down behind the red concrete. Off the middle one we're going to place a piece of blackstone, and then 13 grey or brown terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13. Then 2 pieces of blackstone, 1 more grey terracotta, 2 more blackstone, and a polished blackstone brick. That should give us a bar that's 21 blocks long, including the upside down stairs. Now we're going to make the lead bogie. That's the little section at the front with the small wheels. So grab blackstone blocks, and directly behind the upside down stairs we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Now underneath the stairs and underneath those 3 blocks we're going to place polished blackstone brick slabs, and we're going to put warped trapdoors off the 1st and 4th of the slabs. Fold them down. Now grab some waste blocks, and from the middle blackstone block place 2 waste blocks. Get rid of the first and put a right way up dark prismarine stair. So it should look like that. Get rid of your waste block. Now place an end rod on its side coming out of the stair and an iron bar behind it. Now replicate all that round the other side. That's the lead bogie. Now for the driving wheels. Place a warp block directly behind your last blackstone block. Underneath it an upside down warped stair and a right way up one on top. Now place warp planks behind each of those stairs, upside down and right way upstairs behind that, and a warp plank in the middle. And place a polished blackstone wall in the centre. That's our driving wheel. Leave a gap and make another one. Leave another gap and make a third. If you've done them right, the third one should finish just before this blackstone. There's our driving wheels. Next we're going to add the driving rods. So we're going to put an iron bar on the first warped plank of the first driving wheel, and now we're going to place an iron trapdoor directly behind that, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 more, and make sure that this iron trapdoor is at the top of the middle block of the driving wheel, not at the bottom of the top block. Now place an iron trapdoor underneath that iron bar and run the trapdoors right the way back to the middle of the last driving wheel. So now repeat all of this round the other side. That's our drivers and drive rods. Now for the rear bogie. So take polished blackstone stairs, and on this piece of terracotta place a right way up polished blackstone stair and an upside down one underneath. Come round behind, upside down, right way up. I know that's a cross, pretend it's a circle, that's our wheel. Now we want hoppers going into the top 2 stairs. Put an iron bar either side of your wheel and 2 end rods coming out of the first hopper. Now take a blackstone slab and we're going to place 2 directly behind the last upside down stair of our last driving wheel. We're going to place one the other side of this wheel and a right way up blackstone stair directly behind this last iron bar. And shock horror, repeat all this round the other side. That's all our undercarriage done. Now for the front of the boiler. To begin with, we're going to place 3 black carpet on top of our red concrete. Now take polished blackstone brick slabs. We're going to run 5 along the front and polished blackstone brick stairs behind 1, 2 and 3. So we get a sort of little mitered pedestal. Polished blackstone brick slabs either side of those 3 stairs, and then 2 polished blackstone brick stairs right way up, configured like that. Same on the other side, and fill the space between those with polished blackstone brick slabs. That's the base for the boiler. Now take polished blackstone brick and place 1 on top of the middle of the pedestal stairs. We're going to put 2 more on top and 1 more either side of the middle piece. Now run these back 2 more off each of the blocks. This centre one you can either make blackstone brick or you could fill it with dirt, doesn't matter. But speaking of filling, fill these gaps, top and bottom, with polished blackstone brick stairs. Come round to the front, place a lever in the middle, flick it down. That's the front of the boiler. Now come to the top and in the middle place a polished blackstone brick slab for a funnel and directly behind it a polished blackstone button. On the sides place a stone button right in the middle. And finish off by placing a polished blackstone wall on top of the first stair on either side of the boiler front. There we go. Now let's make the rest of the boiler. Grab some polished blackstone brick blocks and we're going to run them behind the front of the boiler that we've made all the way along this middle row. And stop 1 short of the end. Now come back to the front and behind this middle block we're going to go back 11 blocks with dark prismarine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do the same on either side. Now with this one at the bottom you can either use dark prismarine again or you can use a cheaper block or even your waste block because no one's going to see this. And don't forget to either fill or otherwise spawn proof the centre. Fill these side gaps with dark prismarine stairs, right way up and upside down. Now we're going to extend the top row by 2 more and add dark prismarine stairs on the side as well. Now grab some polished blackstone brick slabs and at the bottom next to the last driving wheel we're going to put 2 bottom half slabs, same on the other side, and we're going to fill this space underneath. You can do it with dark prismarine or with waste blocks or whatever. Just fill it right in. And now 2 dark prismarine stairs and 1, 2, 3, 4 dark prismarine blocks. Now grab the polished blackstone brick slabs again and run top half slabs right the way along level with the top of the drive wheels. And they should finish just behind this second stair here. Now for the wheel arches. And we put 1 arch on top of each drive wheel. So in line with the front wheel, on top of the polished blackstone brick slabs, a dark prismarine stair, 1 on the other side, and a dark prismarine block in the middle. So make one of those for each drive wheel. Now we're going to add the dome. So come to the front of the green section of our boiler. We're going to count back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the next one, place a bottom half dark prismarine slab. If you're building the A1, you put 1 slab. If you're building the A3, put 2. Now come to the very end to where we extended, and on each of the last 2 blocks, put a sea pickle. So our engine in profile should now look like this. Now for the cab. So dark prismarine blocks, we're going to start on top of this first hopper and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we're going to place another 3, 1, 2, 3, and another 3 on top. Now that that's done, at the end, place a dark prismarine stair. Now we're going to make windows. So 2 more dark prismarine stairs, like that. Place a waste block on top of the back dark prismarine stair and place 2 more upside down. Get rid of your waste block. So there's your cab windows. And a top half dark prismarine slab at the end. Now we're going to repeat all this round the other side to make the other side of the cab. Now that that's done, come to the inside of the cab and we're going to place 2 rows of 3 dark prismarine blocks, and then on top we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Grab dark prismarine stairs and put 1 either side of that top block. And now dark prismarine slabs, we're going to make the roof, so they're bottom half slabs, 1, 2, 3, and then just fill in until you get level with these slabs here. Now place 1, 2, 3 dark prismarine blocks and fill in the floor with 6 more bottom half dark prismarine slabs. Now for the inside of the cabin, we're going to put a blast furnace in this hole here, an item frame with a compass in it for a pressure gauge, and then an end rod and a lever for controls. And feel free to hang a lantern from the roof somewhere. Now come back outside, put iron bars either side of the end of the cab for handrails. And next to this stair here, we're going to run end rods right the way along till we get to the button. So do that round the other side. And there's our engine. One last thing you can do before we get onto the tender, if you want, is take out the funnel, take out the block below it, and put a campfire underneath with the funnel back on top. And that way you've got an actual smoking funnel. Now let's pop a grindstone at the back in the middle, and let's get on with our tender. I'll show you how to make the A1 tender first, and then we'll modify it to be the A3 tender. The undercarriage on both is exactly the same. So we start by crouch clicking on the grindstone, and then 1 more either side. That's grey or brown terracotta. And now we go back 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 1, 2, and 3. At this back end, we're going to make buffers the same way we did at the front of the engine. So pistons either side. This time we're putting the levers on the sides and flick them open, and a grindstone coupling in the middle. Now for wheels, come to the front and directly behind the terracotta bar, nether brick right way up stair, upside down stair underneath, upside down right way up behind. So that's 1 wheel. We're going to make 3 more. Leave a gap of 1 block between each. Now place dark oak slabs top half between each of those, and we're putting hoppers into each of the 2 top stairs on each wheel. Now at the front we're putting a bottom half polished black stone slab. So we're going to make all this round the other side. That's the undercarriage. Same for both types of tender. The next part's also the same. So we're going to get dark prismarine blocks and we're going to run them right the way round the outside of the undercarriage. Don't go past the start of the buffers here. Now you can fill in the floor with dark prismarine if you want, or you can use something cheaper. It's entirely up to you. Because I'm on creative, I'm going to use dark prismarine. I wouldn't use dirt for this because part of it does show through under there. Now I'm going to go around 3 sides of dark prismarine blocks. So the side, across the back, and along the other side. Now we get into the differences between the 2 tenders. So if you're doing an A1 tender, a normal tender like that one, at the front here place dark prismarine stairs and go right the way round again with dark prismarine blocks. On the inside come back 1, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 dark prismarine blocks. And in the gap here place a coal block or a black stone block, because that looks sort of like loose coal. Now run iron bars right the way around the top, and you can either top this wall here with 3 bottom half slabs or with some green carpet. Either way, put a running plate in between the engine and the tender. Now you can fill the tender with coal, you can make a water tank in there, whatever you like. However, if you want to make the corridor tender for the A3, we're going to have to knock a little bit of this off. Get rid of all the iron bars, get rid of the spawn proofing, and get rid of these front stairs. Replace them with prismarine blocks. Also on the inside here, get rid of these 2 blocks, come through to the back and get rid of those 2 as well. That's our corridor. Next row we're going to put prismarine stairs, and we're going to run a row of prismarine blocks right the way around, including over the top of this gap. Right the way around includes these 3 here. Now take polished blackstone slabs, bottom half, and put them along each side. Now, standing on the inside of the tender facing out to the front, 3 polished blackstone brick stairs. Turn around, do the same at the back, and we're going to put top half polished blackstone brick slabs right the way along above the 2 doorways. Now at the front here, we're going to come to the inside, and standing in this doorway place a dark oak door, so it's actually placed on the footplate rather than inside the corridor. Now come round to the back, place a birch door in the doorway so it opens inward. Now place 3 spruce trapdoors along the bottom and surround the door itself with dark oak trapdoors. Should look like that. That makes the approximation of a Pullman connection. Now you've got some choices as to how you make the corridor. You can build up the walls with trapdoors, so like that, or you can just build a wall of coal blocks, or you can make a water tank in here as well. Whatever you want, it's entirely up to you. And of course the blocks at the bottom don't have to be coal blocks, they could just be dirt blocks. Just make sure that whatever you put at the top looks like it could be something like coal or a water tank or something like that. And just spawn proof anything that might be a problem. There we go. Now to finish off, come back to the front of the tender and put 6 bottom half polished blackstone slabs as a roof over the footplate. So there's an A3 with an A3 corridor tender. If you want, you can add banners to the side of the tender, either LNER as I have here, or 4472, which is the number of the Flying Scotsman, or whatever number you prefer. Just whatever banner you put on, remember to put on the other side as well. And after all that effort, there we are, LNER A3 with instructions of how to make an LNER A1. This one's got the corridor tender, which I also have on my Hogwarts Express video. There's links on the screen to some more tutorials of mine. And if you've got suggestions for other engines that you'd like me to make, I'd love you to put them in the comments. Just remember, British Isles pre-nationalisation, so before British Rail. I'll see you next time.